Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 4 and the finale of the Positivity Challenge. And if you are returning, welcome back. And I am saying it's the finale because we don't have very much left to do on the actual Positivity Challenge itself. And we'll take a look at the trait and stuff and see if we can see the impact of it once she has earned it, because she's on the last tier 4 of it, and she only has a couple of things to do. And I say she should be able to complete this. Hopefully the next new friend she makes will count, because she made a friend in the last part when she was on this tier, and it unfortunately did not count for this challenge. But maybe if she makes it without the club gathering going, because I had done the club, I had created a club so that she would meet people that way, but wouldn't get the boost from her traits and make friends with them immediately. So that's what I ended up doing in this case. And then she was able to do all the good deeds with them, because the second tier required you to do good deeds with acquaintances. And as I have commented in the last part, and I realized in the second part, she has traits that make her make friends pretty much instantly with a friendly, cheerful, or funny introduction. I expect the same would be true with the romantic introduction. I haven't tried that. The polite introduction was the only one where she didn't quite make it to the friends, but, you know, a couple of friendly interactions and she would be friends with them too. So it was having to manage to make sure that the first couple of things she said were the ones that counted as good deeds. So it was easier just to either try and talk to coworkers, which she has none, or what I ended up doing was the club. So we are going to come over here and see. She wants to actually donate to an online charity, but that doesn't actually seem to be a thing with this at all. That doesn't seem to help her. So I'm going to skip that right now. I'm going to come and I'm going to clean up, which we found out also does count, even though, because it's not for we don't have the issue with acquaintances and all that stuff. So it is counting as one of these good deeds. And it's pretty much as soon as you pick it up, the good deed registers automatically. And it's pretty early because I sent her to bed really, really early because she was tired. And so I thought, well, let's just have her go to bed. So I'm going to have her have some leftovers because she is hungry. And I am still going to have her donate to charity because she wants to. And we will, I know I like that, lobster thermidor for some, simoleons for everyone, no sim left behind. Anyways, it doesn't really matter. She doesn't actually have that much money, does she? Maybe we won't donate that much money. I'm used to playing with really wealthy sims. Oh, I didn't notice that back rubs for baby makers in the last one. I'm going to go back and look at the donate 1,000 and see if I can see that one there. Oh, they don't have that. I'm going to look at the 10. Is it different things? Because some of them are the same, but not all of them are the same. That's interesting. I think I normally just if I do it, I do the 1,000. But I don't do it very often because I just never think to do it. I would used to have Sims do it autonomously, which was always problematic when I was doing Rags to Riches and they barely had any money and they'd go and donate 1,000 of their very low amount of money to charity. They'd feel good. They weren't even good. They fixed it, so that's not a thing anymore. So when she finishes, I didn't notice there's a plate on the floor. We can clean up that plate, and then she'll have finished the good deeds. Because like I said, it doesn't give you the little symbol, so it really doesn't look like the donating on the computer will count as a good deed, even though you'd kind of think it would. Oh, maybe that'll just do it. Maybe because she's doing it on her own, it doesn't count. Because she's just done it, and it doesn't seem to be counting when she cleaned up by herself. That's interesting. It's interesting that it didn't count when she cleaned it up all by herself. But when I tell her to clean it up, it then has the clean up, has a little symbol. So it'll count as the last one. Now it looks like Libby wants to go for a walk, and Libby doesn't like the computer. So no, I don't know which one did that. Was that because she hasn't done that yet. So maybe the computer did. Maybe the charity is appreciative of the sizable donation, and thanks Scarlett for their donor newsletter. I wish I wouldn't have actually set up the cleaning up the dish afterwards, because I wouldn't have thought it would have registered until she actually went and picked up the dish. So it kind of looks to me like the donating money did actually count. So she's going to clean up, and then we're going to go take a look around the neighborhood and see if we can find a sim that we can make a new friend with. Did we ever, is this Cassandra Goth? Nope. Yes? No. It just kind of looks like her because of the hair. And we're not friends. So we're going to come over and do a cheer, because in this case we actually want to make friends. we don't want to have to take our time. So we're going to go make friends with this, do a cheerful introduction to make friends, and there we go. That completed that one. We made the new friend. It did count this time. It didn't count with the club gathering going, though I think I've noticed that even when I play especially with the child aspirations, you need to make friends with adults and with children, and I almost always play with clubs so that I get boosts from the clubs, which I don't even have any boosts from this club. I just created the club specifically, for the purpose of making some acquaintances that I needed. And but I did have the club gathering going, so even without the boost from the club gathering, it seemed to interfere and not count it. So I kind of wonder if there's something with clubs going on when you're introducing, not counting, not always counting. I do usually have them count, but I have had times where it hasn't counted. And since I tend to have club gatherings, that's a kind of a hypothesis. I don't know. So come, let's look at our reward, and it'll show that as going to number 4, and we'll also see what the last picture looks like for the challenge. And then I don't know, let's take a look here. Let me pause. So she got scouting because she did scouts as a teen. Yeah, so she does not have any special reward trait yet. So I think you must need to actually... Oh, look at this. Sim players around the world have collected 3,737,125 positivity posters. That's a lot of good vibes. So that's a lot of posters. So let's come over here and let's get our last one. She's going to collect her poster. And there she's done. She's got that all done. And she got 500. Did she get 500 simoleons? So we have a message. We got Paradise Falls, which we'll take a look at. And the positivity posters collection is complete. So the household has completed the positivity posters collection. And I kind of wonder whether we got 500 simoleons for that. Why don't you... I don't know what's wrong with you. Because normally if they have to go potty, is you're uncomfortable because you want to go for a walk? Well, we can try taking you for a walk. I'm trying to look and see if I see anything from her. Because I thought that you were supposed to get a reward trait from completing it. That's what I had heard. I had seen in the notes. So let's get our picture. We'll put that out. Oh, it doesn't fit. Why can't I have the extra picture on the wall here? And I don't want to put it here, which it'll fit there, because there's a window there. So it doesn't really make a lot of sense for it to be there. Interesting. And it doesn't fit there either. I wonder if I was to take this down and just put it in the inventory. Will it fit there now? No. I wonder why I can't place it there. Even with the Alt key, it doesn't let me place it there. I don't really know. I could obviously do it with Move Objects. I'll just leave it where it is for now. And let's take a look. What is it here? She looks like she's afraid of something, so that's her issue. So let's take a look at this poster now that we have it on the wall in a spot that... So there it is. Paradise Falls. So you've got the falls, and it looks like little birds, and looks in the woods. So hopefully calm down, Libby, and I will have to go in and put Move Objects on and check it. And let's see. So congratulations, this household has completed the positivity challenge. And because it says here, the reward trait is kindness ambassador. Kindness ambassadors have better relationships with other Sims, fewer negative emotions, and are able to challenge other Sims to be kind. Let me go back and look again and see if I can see anything. See if I missed it the first time. Good manners. See, these are all traits she already had. So I don't actually see it showing up on her Simology panel there, but let's see whether we can do anything with it. But let me go take, let me have her take Libby for a jog, and then I'll be back when she has finished with that, and then we'll go out and see whether we have any of these things that we can do with Sims once she's back. While Scarlett is still jogging, she got her call from work, and she was promoted to ensemble author, so she now makes an additional 9 per hour for a grand total of 44, and she got a bonus 582 and all-in-one powerful PC. So that's much better. That's a better PC than the one that she has. And it says her next shift is Friday at 10, and I already got the call and I said she was going to work from home, but for some reason it's already showing as the take photos is already complete for her, and she is level 4. And the reason she started at level 3 was because she was an A student in high school, and that makes Sims start at level 3 in their careers if they're an A student in a high school. So she needs to work on her photography skill. So that's actually some decent rewards. You got a camera, because I'm sure that camera came from her career and not from her herself. And then she got that tablet in the first, because she started at level 3. So I don't know at what level you actually get those things. It's down here. And she has the option to do some paint from references and painting and stuff. We should probably maybe take a quick look at this, and we can do a quick sketch impression. But I need to get her home. So as soon as she gets home, we'll take a look at that. So she is home, and she has to go to the bathroom, so she looks like she's doing that. And I am going to take a look. This computer she has is just the how low you can go, so I'm just going to sell that. And there's the all-in-one powerful PC, which is 4,000 simoleons, so that's a lot. And its reliability is 7, and its fun is 8, which compared, I already sold the other one, but if we go into electronics, the how low you can go is, let's see, fun of 5 and reliability of 3. So there's quite a big difference between the two of them. So that's a huge improvement over what she already had. And I think the dog is in her way. She needs to work on her photography skill a little bit. So we're going to have her use, because I don't know that using it for the impressions has helped very much at all. Yeah, the dog doesn't really listen. She goes in. But the other thing I want to do really is it still showing as completed? No, now they're saying to take the photos is still there again. So let's see if we can come talk to Bjorn, who I thought we are friends with. It's just I can't see it because we may as well get that off the screen, because we're done. We're kind of done with actually doing the challenge because we can't seem to click on him. Can we click on him? Yes, we can. So we can complement his style. So we will do that. And such as it is, swimsuits, pink flip-flops, and the top there. So I am going to see here if there's anything new that I don't remember having before now that she has this new, and he's gone. So much for that. He is gone. How about this sim? Let's do a cheerful introduction to her. She is flirty, and she is, I'm trying to get to her, but she keeps moving on me. I decided to cancel that interaction because there's a lot of Sims over here that for some reason my Sim Scarlett came over here. So we're going to try and say hello to Sammy. He's a bro, active, and romantic. So maybe it's because she was on her way here. So we're going to ask about his career. And like I said, what I'm going to do is see if there's anything here that looks new that seems to relate to that completion. But I'm not really seeing anything that I wouldn't normally expect her to already have. I mean, and obviously the things from the career are showing up, but I don't see anything new. So let me know if you got anything new when you completed that. I don't know if that's, that's not really what they're supposed to get. So he's a stay-at-home dad. Yeah, I don't see anything. So it said here that the reward trait was kindness ambassador, and it have a better relationships with other Sims, but I don't actually see it. So I just looked up on the forums, and what I see there is that we need to call the event coordinator back to get the reward trait. So let's try that. Let's hope that's true. So I'm going to call her, and we're going to see what happens if we do that. It's not very clear if that's the case because it doesn't actually say that, but still, if it is, that's all it is. It's easy fix, just looking it up and finding that answer. So we're going to send her home because obviously that's where she's going to go, and I'm going to go back home with her. Poor dog is afraid of everything. He's afraid of the door. He's afraid of everything. Absolutely everything. So here she is. And Millie Bobby Brown, and we're going to receive our reward. Yes, that is the thing. And I did notice, and I don't know if this is going to go away once we receive our reward, but on here we can search. So I wonder if it's like the thing that comes with the seasons, where you get the ornaments out of and you can search and you can find things. I'm not sure if anything happens, and we'll see whether that's still an option when we finish and we get our reward. So did we get it? Great job, you're now a kindness ambassador. Go into the world, make friends, and spread positivity. There it is. There it is. Kindness ambassadors have stronger friendships and fewer negative emotions, a reward trait. So very good. So now we can actually see, so now we learned how to get it. We can still search, so let's see what happens if we search there. I didn't see anything. Did she get anything? She got 100 something for something or other. And I don't know what that was. And you can't search anymore. Maybe there's a cool off period. Well, I don't know whether that'll come back. Oh, yeah, once per day. So there you go. You can collect it once a day. So that's fine. So I don't know if that, because I noticed I got 100 aspiration points, and I wonder if you search if that's what happens. So let's see. I don't think we probably have any other interactions. We can challenge to be kind. Can we do that with other people? Let's see. Challenge to be kind. Interesting. So there's your new trait. There's one of your new interactions you get from the trait. Just seemed odd that, it wasn't coming. I have seen some reports of like when you call the event coordinator that Jasmine Holiday comes and things like that. I don't know if there's a workaround. I know that when I updated my game, one thing, I make a backup of all my saves, and I always delete my local thumb cache in case there's like some stuff in there from like when you played before, and I particularly do that before an update. I tend to do it regularly anyways, just so that you don't have, because it can help with any lagging and things like that and stuff too. And then the other thing, after I do my update, I always repair my game. So those are the things that I try to make sure that, if I see any glitches, then it probably is the game itself. So here's this Sammy Ogle who we just met. Let's come over here, and we are going to challenge him to be kind, and just pay attention to see if we notice that. If we notice what happens. Oh, great job. No, we already did that. That was a message we already got. So there we go. So we get a message. So we get a little interaction and a little hands up, and that's all I really see. Okay. We can still tell a funny story. You can keep challenging to be kind. Well, obviously you can tell a funny story. That's just always there. But I expect if I take it off of that, if we're going to just quickly take it off of that tab. And instead of what I did, I'm just going to stick her on something else just because I wanted to see. And so we can still challenge to be kind, which I would hope would be the case. But the tell funny story no longer has that symbol. So you only get those symbols for the couple of interactions when you have it on that aspiration. So that's another thing, obviously, but it makes sense because the only time the good deeds count is when you're on that aspiration. Otherwise, they're not going to count. So they only show it to you when you're on the aspiration. Otherwise, they don't have the little symbol beside it. So she did manage to complete the positivity challenge. So she's got 4/4. And of course, they have the fact that you can put it off the screen so you don't have to see it. If you want to see how many positivity posters are collected, you can click on that and see that. I'm going to put that off. Remember that you have to call her back to get your trait when you complete it. Otherwise, you do not get the trait. And then you have this V challenge to be kind. And I haven't really seen the other things, but you'd have to really play a little bit to really see, the impact on the emotions and all those things. And she did manage to get a promotion. She's level 4, and the reward, I have to say, for this career The rewards so far, up to level 4, were quite good. So this marks the end of Scarlett's Positivity Challenge. If you'd like to see more of her in the style influencer career, let me know. I will put a poll up as to whether you'd like to see more of her in that career, and also we can see a little bit possibly the impact of that new trait on her. Or whether you would like to just see something else from me, another challenge. But I do have other challenges out there, so take a look at those if you would like. But that is it for now. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye! This has been Jennifer. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more videos of challenge Let's Plays, tutorials, and occasional speed builds, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks very much!